Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, everybody. I have to wear my coat down here. It's still freaking cold. It's cold, but it was warm today. It was warm outside. It was over 40 degrees Fahrenheit today. That's like a spring day compared to what it's been. I'm still feeling under the weather, but it didn't get as bad as I thought it would. But I'm feeling bad enough where I didn't feel like playing any video games today. But I still had to go get pizza. No sympathy for being sick. Lindsay, member for 2 months. Nice. Hello. Schubert? Wow, thank you. That was very generous. I didn't expect that. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. Thanks again, Schubert. My pleasure. Armchair astronomers. Yeah, I'm one of them. Sitting in my chair, not outside in the cold weather. You know, my friend, he's an astrophotographer, Doug Struble. He's down the street from me, and he called me today, and he said, "Hey, Brody," and he said, "Hey, Chuck, do you know it's going to be clear tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, that's great, Doug," but I still don't roll out my rigs in Detroit these days. I'm just too used to doing astrophotography with my rig in Texas. I feel like a bum that I'm not using the rigs in my garage, but it's still cold, man. And I'm feeling under the weather. It's just so convenient to do it from here. Yeah, we have a lot of generous people. Vincent, is Doug jealous of Starfront? Well, you know, Doug has his own observatory. So, but I think he is surprised at the low cost of Starfront. But I don't think he would ever do it. Some people are just determined to get good images from no matter what their location is. But I feel I've done everything I could do from my backyard. And I've done it many times over. With Starfront, I'm still, capturing things I've never captured before, especially galaxies. Good day. I haven't started imaging yet because my target is a bit of a late riser. LG, how much data do I have on? It's a very faint target. LGN 1642. I should stack all my data just to see where it's at. Let me see how much data I actually have for this. LDN. 139 exposures. 139 times 5 minutes divided by 60. I only have 11 and a half hours on it so far. It seems like I've been on it forever, but we've had some the moon has been out. Now we've had clouds, so I'm hoping to have a good run of clear skies. Need it. That is Stan's answer for everything. I need at least 20 hours. I'm going to do this poll again, even though I know what the answer is. Is 3i Atlas sign of... I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, even if Comet starts off in the lead, it will lose the lead eventually. I should make a short video on what people think of this, because every time on my YouTube channel, everybody thinks it's alien life. That might be a good short video. Although my short videos don't really do so well on YouTube anymore. They for some reason they do much better on Facebook, which kind of surprises me. Hello, Hunter. I say comet, or some kind of artifact that survived a supernova from a star system far, far away. Some kind of remnant. I can't go down the alien life path. There's not enough criteria that says it could be intelligent life. None whatsoever. And I'll say it again. I know the fake news media is pushing hard for you to believe it's alien life, because everybody wants to believe it's alien life, and they know you'll come back for more stories if it's alien life, and then they make more money off of you. And so they get inside your head that it's alien life. They plant that seed. And once that seed is planted, you can't get it out of your head. It's too late. They got you. They got you. And they try to make you believe that NASA has a narrative. As if NASA couldn't care less what you believe. It doesn't change their budget. It doesn't change their plans for the future or their schedule. It's just all about, the only one that has a dog in this fight is the fake news media. They need you to believe this is alien life because they are making a lot of money off of you. That's just the way it is. And I know I'll never convince you. I'll never convince you because it's too late. It's like a cult. What you let some people are just susceptible to it. They let the media get inside their head, and now they don't want to let that go. And I can't help you. I could talk for 3 hours, and it's too late for me to convince you to not listen to the fake news media. They just want you to they want to make money off of you. And they're doing their best to do. They're doing that best to plant that seed in your head that it could be alien life. And do you notice they're only bringing one scientist, Avi Loeb? They won't bring anybody else on because he'll try to tell you, yeah, it's a comet. Wake up. Wake up, you foolish people. But that's just the way it is. It's a piece of moon or exploded planet from billions of years ago. Well, I think, it could be something that survived a supernova, a fragment of something, or a comet that got pushed out. You know, it's something that got pushed way out of its orbit. Imagine traveling millions of light years to find us. What a disappointment. That's good. This is true. Well, imagine that it started its journey towards us before there was even a sun or earth. We might not have existed yet as a solar system, but when it started heading towards us, we formed while it was on its way, is a possibility, right? Yeah, but now, I mean, I say the fake news media planted this in your head, and I still believe that, but it's a free country. You're allowed to believe what you want to believe, and you're a heck of a lot better believing in aliens than the people who actually believe space is fake. Those people are on it. Those people are just out of it. Nut jobs, complete nut jobs. And I still see those comments almost daily. I get them all the time that space is fake and you're a fraud and all that stuff. I hear that all the time. And I try to delete them when I see them. Oh, wait a minute. Someone told me, is there a State of the Union address tonight? I think, oh crap, I'm going to be competing against the president tonight. Is there a State of the Union in 45 minutes from now? War announcement. We're going to declare war on Valenzuela. Yeah, of course. Let's steal their oil. Another small country that can't defend themselves against our big and powerful country, the USA. Do you think we would ever try to steal oil from Russia or oil from China? Or our country would only do that to a small country. That's what we do as a country. We like to pick on small countries. But I don't want to get political. Don't get me diverted. But I don't like what we're doing to Venezuela. I'll just say that. Leave that country alone. We don't need to pick on Venezuela. Leave it alone. I hate it when we act like a bully. Gotta keep the military oiled. Okay, I'm going to try and go for my object here. Hang on here. LGN 1642. Okay. I'm going to run. It's very low in the sky right now, so let's hope I can see it right now. Okay, we're going to see my mount move. And then I'm going to stay online. Thank you, John Fisher. I appreciate that. Thanks for becoming a member. We should see my rig start to move in a moment here. Oh, I didn't warm up the camera. I forgot. It's waiting for the camera to warm up. That's okay. I got time. It's still very low. Thanks for becoming a member, John. I appreciate that. I got to talk to Dustin Gibson at Starfront. He said I could have the 24-inch on the 19th so we could capture 3i Atlas with it. And I was thinking if he gives us the scope on that day, I'll just point to one deep sky object if you want to capture one single deep sky object while we're waiting for 3i Atlas to rise. That's what I was thinking. I don't want to be bouncing around on that day. I want to just capture one object. Caleb, are you here? Did you ever get the data from that last night? From the last time we were using the 24-inch? Did anybody get the data? Rippity, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Oh, okay, Stan. So there is a wait. Thanks again, Rippity. That's very generous. So the data isn't really going on a public drive. It's private that they need to give us access to. That ain't up to me, Brody. That ain't up to me. I can tell you what, mods will never have access to my telescope that we're looking at right here. But whether or not Dustin lets you use his scope, that's out of my hands. Nobody touches my telescope. Oh, he's going to upload it to Discord. IP must be very, very busy these days. We're still waiting for my camera to cool down before my telescope moves. Normally, I would just skip that step, but since my object is still very low, I'll let it go. And then I have an object for us to process while we wait for 3i Atlas. I do have a star cluster I need to process. Hello, Trumpington. If you use Dustin's, let me see. You want to use my scope? I don't trust anybody with my scope. I don't want anyone crashing my mount, crashing my scope into the mount. Uh-oh. Is it going? There we go. I'm doing 7-second exposures. That's why it looks choppy. It's so dark, I have to wait 7 seconds to get an exposure of my rig. can see how low it points. You know, I feel like I should be making short videos, even though they don't really do well on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. Facebook, for some reason, has an appetite for them. The last one I did has 200,000 views and still going. And I'm getting new followers on Facebook because of it. But I don't have any topic to do it on. I could invent something. I could post reruns that I probably never. You know, I have a whole backlog of shorts that I did for YouTube that I never put on Facebook. But, you know, the reason I don't do them is because I don't put them on Facebook because I feel probably that people have already stolen my videos and put them on Facebook. And then if I put a video that is already on there, even though it's my own, I would probably get flagged as a duplicate, even though it's my video. But I'm afraid if I upload an old short video, it's already on there because everybody steals my stuff. Isn't that pitiful? Somebody said that I should do, because they like the way I explain what I captured, whether it's for the comet or whether it's for that nova we captured in Andromeda. Man, you should explain all this in for all your pictures. But it's difficult. I feel like the best stuff is when you have something that's moving, like a comet or a nova. It just ain't worth it. I can prove it, but it just ain't worth it. The problem is if I upload it, I feel like, well, they're going to see it's a duplicate, and then it probably just won't even get traffic. Or maybe it will get traffic. Because I can think of some ones I would like to put on there. It doesn't matter. I would rather do new stuff. Would be more interesting anyway than reposting old crap. Not crap, but you know what I mean. I'm doing an autofocus right now. Hello, Joy. Jason, welcome. I appreciate you becoming a member. But I'm going to do something I rarely do in public. I usually do this for members only, but today I'm going to process a globular, not a globular cluster, but an open star cluster. It'll go pretty quick. But we'll let the public see how we process an astrophotography picture. But there's something I want to see first. Thanks again, Jason, for becoming a member. I want to see how this dark nebula is shaping up. I've got over 11 hours on it. Why not just stack it? Why don't I just stack it and see how it looks so far? Then I'll get an idea of how many more hours I really need to go on this. How about we do that, folks? Comet is winning. 63% to 30. Did my talk get through to people that you're being played by the fake news media? Does Comet have a big enough lead to hang on? I guarantee you in a few hours, alien life is going to take over in the poll. You were hoping aliens would do better. Why are you rooting for the aliens? Say no to aliens. We don't want you here. We don't like immigrants. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. We love all people. Of course we do. Except if you're alien from out there. It's so funny because I have my grandmother's old ID card. She passed away years ago, and it says alien in big letters on her ID card. She stayed at our house for about a year one time, and so we got her an ID card, and it says alien on it. I was like, I wish I had a license or an ID that said alien on it. I don't think we use that terminology anymore. Alien. Oh, predator aliens, yeah. You're right. Unlike Neil deGrasse Tyson says, yeah, if we were visited by alien life, we might not even know it, and they would have probably determined there's no intelligent life on Earth and went on by. I was talking about my grandmother, and we got her an ID card that said alien on it. I mean, the government puts that on there. She was never an American citizen. But when she went back home, in the Middle East, the U.S. government used to send her Social Security checks. Not even an American citizen. But because her husband would come back and forth and sometimes work in the United States, when he passed away, she collected Social Security. Now, even I say, even though it's my own grandmother, isn't there something wrong with that picture? We're sending Social Security to somebody who's not even an American citizen? I'm sure it wasn't much. But that still makes me laugh. Hello, JL. But that's my dad for you. I'm sure that was set up because of my dad. He could do anything. even even get government funding for his mom who's not a citizen. Imagine aliens watching our old TV shows. Our old shows are better than our new shows. What's wrong with that? Let them watch All in the Family. Argentina, nice. I love Lucy. I almost went to Argentina. I went to Brazil for a few weeks when I had an IT job to train people, you know, to do IT, to become familiar with our system. And when I got back to the USA, my manager said, well, guess what? We found out they work even cheaper in Argentina. So they almost sent me to Argentina to go train people down there. We didn't call it offshore. We called it best shore. Whoever could come up with the best prices, that's where we went. Galaxy Quest for the win. You know, I want to stack this dark. Oh, we just got our first exposure. You see what I mean? We can barely see it in a single exposure. But let's stack 11 hours worth of data and see how this works. Hang on. I'm going to stack it behind the scenes here, and then we'll go look at it. We'll do a quick stack without calibration frames. And then we're going to process my cluster. I'm not using the big telescope today, but I'm expected to use it on December 19th for 3i Atlas. But what I can tell you about 3i Atlas, I know the media is playing this up for December 19th, but honestly, it ain't going to look any different then than it does now. So if anyone shows you what 3i Atlas looks like today, that's how it's going to look on December 19th. So don't temper your expectations that something different is going to happen on that day. Nothing's going to happen. You will be losing sleep that day. Good. I will be losing sleep that day because I'm sure people want to see it anyway. I'm loading my data right now. It's stored in the cloud. I'm downloading it. That's why it's taken so long. So Pete and Brody, a lot of times I play Metroid and I wake up with a solution the next day on how to beat a boss. I didn't wake up with any idea on how I should freaking defeat that boss. And I don't want to cheat and go on YouTube to figure it out. But when he starts spinning like that, I have no idea. I mean, they were watching me play Metroid. When that boss starts, I don't even know if he's a boss, but he's a creature. When he starts spinning, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. No, nothing popped into my head. And I don't want to cheat because then the satisfaction is not there. There's no big difference between the 18th and the 19th. I tell you what, there's not even a small difference. There's not even a small difference. You're not going to see any difference. And if someone is telling you that there's a difference, they're lying to you. They might try and play it up. Oh, we couldn't see this before. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just try different things. Yeah. When that doesn't work, look at a walkthrough. I don't want to look at a walkthrough. I told you to try to hit him from above. I don't remember that. From above. When he's spinning like that, use the thing that slows down time, go up and then down. Is that what you're saying? Path of Exile. I don't know what that one is. Ooh, I'll try that tomorrow. I'm still loading the data. You can see right here I'm downloading from the cloud. Oops. We're not using the 24-inch telescope today. I got to call Dustin tomorrow to remind him. He promised me the scope for Friday. I don't know what kind of schedule that 24-inch scope is on right now. But I bet I could get a lot more days with it if I asked Dustin for it. But right now I'm under the weather and I think they're still, fixing a few kinks in it here and there, so I don't know what the demand is for it right now. When these streams are over, I notice my live chat replay is broken. It doesn't replay the live chat. I went through this before with YouTube, and it took like days or weeks for my live chats to finally show up again. So if you're actually making a comment in live chat, you're probably not going to see them if you rewatch the video until YouTube fixes this thing for me. They're always messing with me. I don't know why. Like, let's just mess with Chuck. Oh, it's my brother. Hang on. I'm going to go on mute. You hope everything. Oh yeah, everything's okay. My brother, my sister, or other people, they love to call me any time of the day. And I don't like to put people off just because I'm live streaming. I don't want YouTube interfering with my real life. Looks like a cool room. So if someone calls me, it's like I'm not cutting them off anymore. I'll let them talk and say whatever they want. And I'm not going to, I don't like rushing people off the phone. I think that's rude. But it's also rude to make you guys wait. So I understand that as well. But family first, right? When they see how screwed up it is down here, there you go. And, it is screwed up down here, that's for sure. I like to walk around. You know what's funny is not only do I walk around, but I tell my brother, and he hates this. I start the walk app while I'm walking. I didn't do it today, but my brother hates it, so I don't let him get off the phone. I like keep talking. What else you got to say? Because I'm getting some exercise while we talk, and he hates it because we compete, and then he hangs up on me. He hates that. He goes, "Are you walking?" Then he hangs up. It's easier to walk when I'm talking to somebody. I'm motivated. No! The roof closed. The roof closed. This is very sad. My sequence just stopped. Oh. Okay, well, you know what? There's a chance the roof will open again, so I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving because this happened before where I tell you the truth, I was a little surprised the roof was open today because the weather said, the weather says partly partly cloudy, clear, then overcast until, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to let the stream go because I would like to capture something about 3i Atlas today, at least maybe an hour's worth of data. Hang on. The sky doesn't look so bad at the moment. They must see clouds coming, though. Or if unless it's very humid, I don't know. Oh, well. Let's go see what that dark nebula looked like. I have 11 hours on it so far. Now, this is just a quick stack, no calibration frames. Now, this might have been, you see how I have the double spikes? When did they fix that issue for me? Because I don't know if it's completely resolved right now. But I'm not going to nitpick over this. Because the public is, I'm not going to keep dwelling on that. I got better things to do. I mean, I've even seen Newtonians with double spikes like that. Let's run a quick Grexpert. I like them too. I love the diffraction spikes. But I don't like them on really bright stars where the spikes go all the way across the page. That, I don't like that. Now, there may be circular artifacts because I did a quick stack in Deep Sky Stacker. But we'll be reopening soon. Okay, good. I didn't touch my sequence, so my sequence in Nina will automatically detect that the roof's opened again. Thank you, Hunter. Hunter is the one who printed me the diffraction spikes, a 3D print from Hunter. And somebody was asking me, I think it was on Instagram or somewhere else, how do you get those spikes? Who did it for you? I said, well, a friend of mine did it, but I don't think it's available in his 3D print store. So this is 11 hours. Let's remove the stars to see how much data there actually is. Have you taken off the lens cover? Right now, the roof is my lens cover. Gotcha. Ooh, that does look nice, doesn't it? I finally have enough data to see this. Ooh, this is very nice. Yes, it's faint, but this is going to be good. I definitely want to capture more hours on it. I like this one. Very pretty. Isn't that nice? Let's just do a quick process on just the data. We're not going to worry about the stars right now. I want to play around with this for a second. Then we'll process my cluster. I can see my rig is doing a plate solve right now. So I can see that the roof is open again, and my setup has recognized that the roof is open. It's telling the telescope, go back to your target and start imaging again. Isn't that cool? I didn't have to do anything. My setup stops when the roof closes and restarts, when it opens. Very nice, huh? Isn't that cool? That's what she said. Hunter, this is LDN 1642. We'll just do a quick automatic stretch on this, and I forgot where I found out about this target. I don't know where I got this from, but I thought I'll just capture that. Edge to edge nebulosity. There's a little bit of color. I think I already have enough data on this, man. Why do I gotta capture more? Doesn't that look brilliant? I think it's fantastic. Oh, you can't see pics inside? God dang it, I always do that. Now, what do you think? I forgot you weren't watching me. I always get confused about that. It'd be better if you can see it. Yeah, I know. My mistake. Then I'll repeat the steps I did. Da, da, da. That's how it looked before. Then I did that. I removed the green. I denoised it. I added color. Made it brighter. I think this is brilliant. Yeah, one of those boxes I can switch scenes. Very stringy looking, even though I didn't even sharpen it. I think it's fantastic. If I have 11 hours on this, what if I capture 4 more hours and then be done? Make sure I fire up my dew heaters. Ooh, I better do that. Hang on. I always forget about that. Come on. Oh, it's not even connected. Oops. If I said, oh, no, my automatic dew heater doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Look at how much it automatically cranks up my dew heater. It's way up there. Sometimes my dew heater doesn't work. The automatic one doesn't work. Okay. What do you think, guys? How much data do you think I really need on this? Yeah, I got it. I hit the power. I forgot, Stan. You run yours max all the time? Okay. Oh, it runs max? Is that automatic? Or do you do it yourself to run the max? More than you think it needs. Well, I'm capturing data today. All right. That's okay. I can get more data because I think this is a very nice target. I don't know if I like that rotation. All right, should we I did finish capturing a cluster. That's what I wanted to process while we wait for 3i Atlas. It's always 90 degrees or 90%. Gotcha. It was so faint that I really believed because when I looked at it 4 hours of data, really didn't seem very strong. But now when I get up to 11, it really looks good. Okay. Maybe close to 20 hours because that it's a very nice looking thing. But I'll have to remove most of the stars if I want to see this nebula because the stars really do hide it. And that's the thing is you really when you want to shrink stars. I don't like shrinking stars, but when it hides the nebulosity I'm trying to capture, I got to get rid of the stars. But what I'm going to process now is all stars. I think I need a drink of water. Maybe a drink of water and some potato chips. Water and potato chips. Does that sound good? Hello, caveman. I'm missing it. Peter's saying that's what she said, but I didn't know what I said. Okay, so this is 2 hours of data on NGC 457. It's I try to capture dense star fields when the moon is out and in clusters because they're not impacted that much by the moon like nebulas are. So it looks like we got two clusters going on here. I think I'm just going to run Mars. I'm going to see how this looks. Oh, don't tell me that, Pete. I don't want to hear that. Why would it be a pain to deal with? Why would it be a pain to deal with? Oh, really? The nebula image. Oh. I don't know how to interpret these pictures here. I have no idea what that is telling me. Goodbye. Who cares? All right. I'm going to save these steps. Steps. One, we did SPCC. We did flux, and we ran Mars on it. Now I'm going to run BlurX to fix any out-of-shape stars. Okay. Now, it's looking pretty good so far. Now, here's the thing. I have two clusters here, and I want this cluster most definitely to stand out above all the other stars. I want people to know for sure this is the cluster. So I would kind of like to shrink the background stars, but not really shrink the cluster. I want this main cluster to stand out because that's my main target, NGC 457. So I'm going to create a mask. I did this before, and I think it worked pretty well. I also got to flip the image. The image is backwards because of my mirrored telescope, but I can do that after. This is going to be a really nice picture, and it's not going to take long here, folks, so we're going to be done with this pretty quickly. Is this the ET cluster? Is that the nickname for this cluster? I've heard of the ET cluster. Is this it, Hunter? Oh, you got it, me. ET cluster. This is the ET. I just looked it up. How do you know this, Hunter? Yeah, I'll try that if my way doesn't work, Pete. Thanks for that suggestion. I don't want to have to do 2 stretches. Although, if my way doesn't work, I will do that. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. NGC 457. I wonder why they call it ET. Are those 2 big eyes? Let's just see if I can shrink the stars without messing with the rest of the picture here. We'll see. We'll see how this works. It might not work so well, but we'll see. Are you saying if this is ET, is it upside down? We want to turn it around to make it look like ET? I see. So does it look like I made this cluster stand out more, or did I do more harm than good? The right is my change. The right side is my change. My headphones nebula was? Yeah, I'll have to look that up, Hunter. I don't remember. It's probably on Astrobin. Are you able to see it on Astrobin? Or no? Or did I capture that at Starfront? You like the left? You know what? I don't think there's a reason to run BlurX. I don't think there's a reason to run it. Oh, okay, I'll look it up. There's no point in if all you're capturing is stars. I don't think I need to run BlurX. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about that. But I better flip this before I forget. Now, if Hunter says I go if I go 180 on it, does this look like ET? Does that look like ET to you guys? Does this little guy, does that look like ET? With the eyes here? And is he doing this? Is he doing that? Is that what I see? It looks like an owl. If they're trying to say that's ET, I think he's got his arms outstretched, right? That's ET. You know what? I'm going to leave the rotation like this then. If we want to call that ET, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to call this cluster, and I'm going to call the duplicate background, because Pete suggested maybe we can, if I want to make, I can do two separate stretches. Let's just take a look at how that works. All right, I want to save that for later. Like Johnny Five. Nice color, nice color. But if I post it to the general public, I would probably just post that and call it, here's the ET cluster. Maybe they can relate and look for it. Maybe it will do better than me posting the entire picture. A lot of times I keep the entire picture just for me, but I crop the point of interest for the public on social media. I'm going to go with that stretch. I don't need that one. It's really, I'm almost done here. Let me denoise it. Uh, did I screw that up by adding color? Uh, I'm going to back up a few steps. I'm not sure I like what I did here. Hang on. I want to see. I'm gonna stretch it one more time. We got to get this perfect, folks. I'm not really liking the color here. Maybe I shouldn't have used color. Because I think color created a ring. I feel I can get color without doing it like this. Okay. Is it too dark? No, it's okay. This is NGC 457, the ET cluster, but there's another cluster down here. I'd have to look it up. Hello, End the Madness. Okay, we just did a D noise. Now let's work on the color here. Get rid of any possible green and magenta. Okay. So this is version 1. I'm going to put this on the side. Now I'm going to go back and do the stretch with the color, and we'll see how that looks. What do you think? I think this is very nice, but I'm not sure the blue stars are coming strong enough. If you get an autofocuser soon, should you go with a ZWO EAF? Well, I have the ZWO on a refractor, and it works great. I have the Celestron on my Rasa, and that works great. So I have good things to say about both, although you would be getting the same one I'm using on the Celes, because are you talking about the knob on your scope, Rody? Is pretty much the same as the knob on the Rasa, right? And the Celestron works great. If I were buying one today for my Rasa, I would get a Celestron only because I have experience with it and it works. I wouldn't want to change. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. And it works. For visual astronomy, I would go with the one with more focal length. because I'm thinking in terms of planets for visual. I'm creating two versions here, folks, and you guys can let me know which one you like better. See, all of my scopes, Brody, are they're all very different. So it's not like, for me, it's not like which one do I like better. It's just they all serve a different purpose. One has either more focal length than the other. One is for solar. One is, wider field of view. So if two are too similar for me, I put one of them out of commission. Like my EDS ADT, or my, what's it? ED ADT, the Orion. It was too similar in focal length uh, to the Rasa. Oop, that might be too much. Okay, there's one version. The one on the right, the one on the left has more contrast. I can fix the contrast. I'm just looking at, you like the left? Left? Lots of people like the left. Everybody likes the left. Pete likes the right. See, this star bothers me. On the left, that star really bothers me. It's got a lot of color noise, which I can fix. But I think the one on the right looks more natural when you zoom in on that bright star. See these checkered areas here, which don't look natural. I could fix that though, but Hunter likes the right. Although I can definitely make the one on the right a little darker because I do like the contrast on the left, but I think I like the stars more on the right. Try to fix it. Left is better. Yeah, you think? Try to fix it. Left is better. I do. Okay, you know what? Let's let's fix the color noise. Let me fix the color noise. I'm going to save this as a PNG. I'll go into Photoshop and fix the color noise, and then we'll see. Let's go into Express. The right with more contrast. Right. Contrast wins on the left. But maybe after I adjust the color noise. But Pete said the one on the right had more of a glow, and I like a glow to it. Let me open up Photoshop Express. I don't know why saving PNGs takes so long. Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm in Photoshop. This is a free tool I downloaded from the Microsoft Store. But it has some nice features in it, and it makes fixing the color noise very easy. So I'm going to say reduce color noise. I'm going to crank that up. Now I'm going to just say save. Now where did it save it to? I hope it saved it to the same location. Let's see. I don't think it did anything. I don't really believe that save as I opened up the wrong one. Wait. Wait. Where did it save it to? You see, that's a piece of crap software. Where did it even save it to? Hang on. I don't even know where the stupid piece of crap saved it to. When you freaking open it from a certain location, save it back to the same location. You piece of shit. But that's what you get for free. Yeah. Oh, it really didn't fix the color noise. I know you showed me that before, Pete, with the convolution, but I don't really want to go through all that. What glow are you talking about, Pete? Here's what I think. I like the one on the left, except for these two stars that look checkered. Well, actually, a lot of them kind of look. Well, that's 2-1. I'm just going to copy these two stars into here, and then I'm going to say the one on the left. Sorry if there's young children watching, and I know I swear I got a foul mouth sometimes when things don't go my way. Wait, let me make sure that my rig started and I'm imaging again. Yeah, all looks good. Okay. The different contrast might make it look weird. Hang on. This is just for fun. How can people even think this is a normal piece of rock? Are you kidding, Doghouse? Doghouse, tell me your reason of this. I'm curious. Why do you think it's aliens? Why? Tell me, what is the criteria? I'm curious to see how people think. Or did I read that wrong? How can people even think this normal piece of rock is... Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I'm not wearing my glasses. I was thinking, oh, I want him to explain how it's aliens. I read it backwards. How can people think this normal piece of rock is aliens? Okay, I apologize, Doghouse. I read it wrong as usual. I thought I had an alien guy here and I wanted to hear the reasoning. Rats. Do we got a winner here, folks? I think we got a winner now. I say left. In fact, I'm going to close. I'm going to save this one as first version. Save as 4 version 1. And I'll just save that there. And I'm going to save this as final version. Final version. I think we're done with that, folks. Yes, yes, yes. Oop. I'll save this as also a TIFF if I'm really done. And if I want to post this on social media, I'm not going to, I envision them looking at my pictures on a cell phone. I think most people see this on their cell phone. So I'm going to zoom in and give them something to look at. I'll probably crop it like this. To be cell phone friendly. I keep the full version for myself. And maybe the diffraction spikes aren't perfect. Oops. Let's just fix those diffraction spikes, line them up a little bit better. They're still not perfectly vertical. Can't believe I'm dealing with that again. Oh, well. Here it is. NGC 457, the ET cluster. Are we finished? How does it look? I think it looks great. Now let's compare how it looks on the internet. Let's see what Wikipedia looks like. The one in Wikipedia is horrible. It's not even a full version. That is what the one in Wikipedia looks like. Whose is better? My version or the Wikipedia? It's terrible. There's no comparison. Mine is 10 times better, right? Mine is on the left. Wiki is on the right. Mine is going to replace what is in Wiki. Mine is going to replace it. You know it is. I feel justified in replacing this picture. But let's go on the internet and let's just find something better. That's on Astrobin. A little bit too a blue cloud there. I don't think that was processed correctly. I don't like that one. Ooh, that looks nice. This one's in Facebook. That's not what I saw in Facebook. I'm not really impressed with what I'm seeing. Ooh, what's this? Oh, what do we got here? Look at all that. Is that IFN around it? Wow. This one's got me beat. This one's got me beat, folks. Very nice. What do you think of that? Because he captured... How did he get all that? How many freaking hours? Look at all that stuff around it. Oof. I like this a lot. Because the cluster looks like a little pocket surrounded by either dark nebulosity or IFN, whatever that is. I don't really like the stars. I mean, that looks just freaking... Is that a James Webb mask? I don't know what's going on with those stars. I don't like the polka dot diffraction spikes. Mine aren't so bad. That's very nice, the one on the right. I gotta admit, I like it. Probably a bigger scope. Let's see. It's a 10-inch. It's a 10-inch. Mine, yeah. I don't know what the focal length is on. Oh, wait. It's in a different language. I can't read it. It's not even English. Here's the specs, but they're not in English. You're hoping for Atlas stuff. It hasn't risen yet. We're still waiting for it to rise. We got 3 hours. So I processed an image in between. In 3 hours, we'll be able to see Atlas. We are waiting too. It's still below the horizon. We can't see it yet. You see, I got a timer on here when we're going to be able to see it. So I'm just imaging something else at the moment. I think my stars could be more blue. I think the stars could be more blue. But I'll think about that. I'll think about it. Well, I won't be going to sleep on Friday. In fact, it's only 10 o'clock here. I won't be going. I'm just going to stay online. I usually say Chuck will be back later, but I may as well just stay. Yes, it depends on where you are in the world. If you're on the East Coast, it will rise an hour sooner than if you're in Texas. Sorry, do you guys hear that? How do I stop this? Wait. Do you hear it now? Do you hear it now? You don't hear it now, do you? I'm trying to turn it off. Wait. You still hear it? Wait. I'm going to go on mute. Okay, I got rid of it. Can I play chess while we wait for 3i Atlas? Or do you guys want to see something? You know what? We can go look at the pictures you guys did in Discord. Let's go look at the pictures that we did in Discord. I forgot about that. Checkmate. That music was from the chess game. I didn't expect that to come up. I hope I don't get a freaking copyright violation because of that. YouTube will say, you have a copyright violation from this point to this point. I'm like, please, don't do this to me. I'm very careful about what I do there. So here's my galaxy that we processed a couple days ago on a member-only live stream. I thought it came out very nice. I'll give myself a fire, although I redid it with better background. Oh, this is Pete's version of NGC 147 and 185. Very nice, Pete. Kept a little bit of IFN going on there, too. Did you put that on Astrobin? Very nice. Has anyone seen old pictures of 3i Atlas they found in caves? No. Who told you that? It's on Astroman, okay. Nice. Very nice Astro Cup. Did we see these already? Why am I having deja vu? Couldn't be. Very nice Astro Cup. Oh, Hunter, you wanted me to get you how much time I spent. Very nice. You're going to combine yours with mine, Hunter? Is this it's called the headphones? Oh, geez, I don't even know the name. Let me see if I can find it. Headphone, here it is. $300. It looks like I had you already have the data, right? $88 exposures times 5. 7.33 hours. Less than 3 hours until we get to see 3i Atlas. Okay, cool. Okay, here's Pete's version of the UFO galaxy. That's some nice detail you got going on there already, even without my data. Or is that with my data? Very nice, Pete. Very different. Very much orange. Wow, you definitely took a different path than I did. And I was wondering if mine might have been too colorless. I tried not to overdo the color. I tried to... That's mine. Very nice, Pete. Very nice. Oh, here it is. Hunter and Chuck's data all combined. I gotcha. Very nice. Very nice. Now, I think very high magnification might even reveal that there's a galaxy lurking through this nebula. You can see right through the nebula and see a galaxy. I don't know where that galaxy might be unless it's right there. I see a smudge right there. Wonder if that's the one. Very nice. Tweaking. Astrocop tweaking. Very nice, Astrocop. What is that? That's very cool, actually. It looks very space age. Very neat. Okay, good job, guys. We got a lot of members who do really good work. Wait a minute. Is there somebody here? Who's that? A female? I better get up. Who's that? Or is that an advertisement? Somebody who's showing her belly button and a chess game? What kind of chess is this? I think it was an advertisement. It's an ad. Yeah, I see that. It was an ad. It scared me for a second. I want to play her at chess. Naughty chess. If you're wondering, if you're here for 3i Atlas, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stay online. So I don't blame you if you want to leave right now. I'm just going to play one game. I want to see how difficult this is on normal. What do you give me if I can beat this computer? I have no idea if it's on hard or... It says normal, but I don't know how hard that is. Oh, you know moves. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I screwed myself. If I go here, I got to go back here. I'm screwed. Why can't I move here? Oh, there we go. Moves, though. Are you good at chess? I'm terrible at chess, but I know the moves. D3. Now, when you say D3, There's multiple things that can move to D3. Queen captures pawn. Oh, yeah. Queen captures pawn. Good move. I didn't even see that. How about queen captures bishop? Queen captures bishop. Oh, this is... The computer's very bad, obviously. It just gave away its bishop. It's probably very easy. Now it just gave away a pawn. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah! Get out of here, queen. Get out of here. Oh, no, I lost my queen. I lost my queen. I want to take back. I want to take back. Oh, no. I lost. I quit. Yeah, play checkers. I can do that. Can I play one more game? I want a rematch. You guys mind if I play one more game while we wait for 3i Atlas? I need a rematch. Play global thermonuclear war. Yeah. War games. Where is that game? Where did it go? No, where did it go? I installed it. Huh. Please don't start up with the music again. Then don't put no freaking porn advertisement again. Offline games. Oh, I didn't resign yet. Resign. New game. Rating. Normal versus computer. Level 30. That was level 30. It didn't seem very good for level 30. Another advertisement. There's no way I'm gonna. Yeah, you guys. I'm not playing a human. I really stink at this. I just want to win one game. I gotta know where to go. I'm feeling good about this game. I'm going to win this one. Get my bishop out of the way. He wants to take my bishop. I know this. I see it. Go ahead and take it. I protected it. You can't see it? Sorry about that. I did it again. I'm doing good here. What just happened? You distracted me. It's your fault I'm losing. It cheated. I think I win. I think I win this time. Look at what I got. Check. Checkmate. Oh no. I thought I won. I forgot he's... Dang it. Dang it. I thought I had it. Start again. I was so sure. Now I'm screwed. Stay away from me. Damn it! The game is rigged. The game is rigged. It's rigged. It cheats. I can't win with a game that cheats. Why do you gotta go, Connie? No. We're waiting for 3 Aiellas. Does anybody... What are we going to do? She cheated when I couldn't see. All right, see you, Connie. Well, at least it was a very productive day. I mean, at least I processed a globular cluster. While we wait for 3i Atlas. The ET cluster. And there's a cropped version of it. That's very nice. Although I think it could use a bit more blue. These stars could be a bit more blue. I'll work on it tomorrow, though. I've done enough processing today. I've worked hard enough already. You can't see it again. God dang it. That's what we did today. You can't see the poll? I wonder who's winning. Uh-oh. Alien life is catching up. 49% to 51%. 300 votes. Alien life is catching up. Did I read something wrong? Oh, you can't answer the poll. Why? Why? My pleasure. After you guys vote, does the poll scroll up, or are you able to keep seeing it as the results improve? Or do you lose or do you lose view of it? You've been dismissing the poll. It stays pinned. Oh, okay. So you don't need to see this. I should end the poll while Comet is still in the lead, because I know alien life is going to overtake it. This is why I want to make another short video, because they do well on Facebook. 198,000 views, and it looks like it's still going up. Oops, reload page. See that? It looks like it's still going up. Why is that not working? I don't know what that watch time is. Is that hours? No, it couldn't be. You see how it's still going up? What are you going to do for 2.5 hours? Yeah, I was already thinking maybe I'll disappear, come back later. But if I disappear and come back later, I know everybody's going to leave and not come back. I know everyone's going to leave. Well, it's not like there's a lot of people here to begin with. 99 people. Do you want me to leave and come back later? Or do you want me to play another game of chess? I really want to win a game of chess. I think I can beat the computer if I just don't make stupid mistakes. I know I should play the Switch. Very tempting. I can't. It's just too crazy. One more game. One more game. I know. I might have to turn this channel into a gaming channel. I bet I'd get more views. I'd get more views playing Metroid than doing Astro. No more advertisements. I do better when there's fewer pieces on the boards. I don't have to think as much. She's waiting. Just take pieces off the board. No, 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 no. I lost a rook. God dang it. You son of a bitch. I just lost my queen. Well, he did too. Wait a minute. If I do that, we both lost the same number of pieces, but now he's got a rook versus my knight. Yeah, I can't beat this guy. I don't want to play that no more. I like chess on easy level. I feel smart when I beat the computer. Makes me feel smart. No, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play Met. I'm taking a break from Metroid. I was just reading business news. Oracle stock dips 5%. Wrote back a $10 billion data center for OpenAI. OpenAI is not doing well ever since Google came out with Gemini 3. OpenAI is having difficulty even before it goes public. I'm sure most people here don't even know what Metroid is. What should you invest in? Well, I would have said AI, but AI is becoming something of a dirty word because of all the circular money that's going around. So I've actually been cashing in my profits for AI before they evaporate. I took a pretty big profit today. I uh, I had a pretty good year this year, and I actually made more profits than I've ever had in my entire life this year. And it's all tax deferred. I'm not on the hook for any taxes now because I set up a self employment pension plan that I can make any trade I want. And if I make a profit, it's still tax free as long as I don't withdraw the money. Yes. And there's still the majority of my gains are still in the stock market. But I'm not selling everything. But yeah, I had a good year. Not as good as it could have been because of all this stupid bubble talk. It really sent things down. But I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to let my profits totally evaporate. I got to cash out and know when enough is enough. The problem is a lot of companies have their fortunes tied to OpenAI, but it it it's being proven that OpenAI is not that difficult to compete with. Other people can do AI like Google Gemini 3. I'm sure Facebook will be in the game soon. Probably Amazon. There's other players. They're not going to let OpenAI take everything. And OpenAI is just trying to make deals with everybody. And they say they're not even going to be profitable until the year 2030. It's just the finance they're promising, it just isn't there. Where should you go? Uh, I mean, you could do it through E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. I mean, are you talking about brokerage houses? Anybody, a Robinhood, anybody will let you invest in AI. But I mean, there's semiconductor companies, there's software companies. I was big on the semiconductor side. The thing I didn't like, and I started selling, is that is that Google is now selling TPUs that can compete with NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. You know, when you get a big player like Google all of a sudden selling chips to the outside companies, that really changes the dynamic. I just don't see a monopoly anymore. NVIDIA has a monopoly now, but how long will that last? What AI have you invested in? Well, uh, NVIDIA. I invested in NVIDIA before I even knew it was an AI company. I got in pretty early. But has NVIDIA topped out? It's over like a $4 trillion company right now. What is the best one that I would consider? Yeah, I don't know. Either NVIDIA or Broadcom. Broadcom is good because, but they're really dependent on Google as their biggest customer. You know, when a company is so dependent on one. But Broadcom actually lets companies make custom AI chips. So if they get other big customers, that it could still take off. I don't know if it's too late to get in on Nvidia. Yeah, it'll lose its value like anything else. And now China, of course, is could dominate the world with AI because the United States is brain dead. Our idiotic government doesn't want our companies selling chips in China, which basically means China is going to make their own chips and then dominate the world. You know, when you freaking take the biggest market away from American companies, you know, our Congress is doesn't have a brain in their head. They just, oh, let's tell, we don't want China to have these powerful chips from Nvidia, so they're going to let China make their own chips and dominate the world. And then you have the president said, well, I'll override what Congress is doing. I'll let Nvidia sell in China, but you're going to give the United States a 20% share of all your revenue, which is completely unconstitutional. Export taxes are unconstitutional. How does he get away with that? How does anybody get away with that? So the United States right now is working against our own AI companies. But, but, the way you don't lose with investing,
Screw the solar eclipse, Brody.
the hardest thing to do with investing is to sit on money. Sit on money and wait for the crash. It always happens when you least expect it. And too many people are always all in. You know, if you can wait for a huge downturn, then you can't even pick a loser. You can throw darts and things will go up. I say, like me, I say sit on your money. Sit on your money and wait for a crash. It always happens, and it always recovers. Let's see how long we got for Atlas to rise. 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours. In less than 2 hours, it will rise above the horizon. Yeah, that's about right. About 1 a.m. I think 1 a.m. What time is it now? Yeah, I think the time is about right. 2 hours and 22 minutes. It's up in your area already, Stan. But I don't think Stan is much interested in 3i Atlas. I'm going to tell you the truth. The only people that are really interested in this thing are the ones who think it's alien. They're waiting for something to happen. But nothing's going to happen. That's the sad part. Nothing's going to happen. Oh, you got clouds. And like I said earlier, what we're going to see of Atlas today, it ain't going to look any different in 2 days. But the media is going to play this up. Closest approach to Earth, but it ain't going to look any different today than it did 5 days ago or 5 days after. Oh, it's going to look the same. I ended it while we tied. Yeah, I hope it releases probes too. If it releases probes, I will eat my words. I say, yep, comet. Yep, alien life. Alien life for the win. I'll be right back. I need chips. Camera sometimes does a very good job of following me. Did anyone here? Did anybody here not see me? See me on the CBS Evening News? I'm midway through this video. I was on primetime television. If you want to go watch it, go check it out. I was on the news. Prime time. I have no idea, Stan. Polar alignment reticle? What's that? I don't know how they do polar alignment in Starfront. But I didn't send them anything for polar alignment. I figure whatever they do, they do. Has a light inside due to polar alignment. Does it really? It has a light inside? I didn't know that. Maybe those are reflections. They call you the prophet. I could use $1 million, Bill. If you're the prophet, you can make stuff appear. Give me $1 million, Bill. Do you got special powers? I could use something right now. I have a lot of gas today. Share it with you? Share it with you, lollygaggers? No. This used to be my favorite book when I was a kid. The Universe. What's the copyright? $1962. 1962. Before we landed on the moon. That looks like the Trifid Nebula. Does that look like the Trifid? I know there's a glare there. I don't know how to get rid of the glare. Does that look like the Trifid? I think that's the Trifid. You see that? And here's the Veil Nebula. It actually doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. Taken with... There's the Pleiades. This is a... It's not bad considering how old this book is. That's the Pleiades. I'm actually impressed that they got such good pictures. This is back in the film days and all. Yeah, I'll go do that now. I don't have access to Astrobin. I forgot my... I got to do it upstairs on that computer. I don't got the password down here. And I can't connect to my upstairs computer from down here because... Well, yeah, I can. I'll just lock the view so you guys can't see anything. Hang on here. Now you can't see what I'm doing. Because I don't know what's showing on my computer right now. It could be my finances. Or it could be worse. Yeah, it was my finances. All right, I got one for Pete. Oof, that's a very nice pick. Or Hunter. Okay. Okay, you're all set, Hunter. Yeah. You need to think you know how much I have. You have 100,000 in your bank account. If I had 100,000 in my bank account, would that be a lot of money for you, Brody? Probably. For a young kid like you? That's his daily account. Way more. For anyone. You'd have this damn... Is it It's not money holding you back, is it, Hunter? I thought you were done anyway. Hunter is a meteorologist seen on a million TVs. So I always picture you guys must be rich, Hunter. You're a TV personality. Am I implying that I have 100,000 in a bank account? Well, picture this, Brody. I've said many times I retired long time ago. Nobody retires on $100,000. Not in the USA. You're going to retire when you're in your mid-40s. You better have a hell of a lot more than $100,000, right? For anybody. Two more zeros to that. Yeah, I retired long ago. I can't believe this, Hunter. I can't believe this. It just strikes me that not everybody can do what you do, Hunter. That seems like so specialized. I mean, not only to be knowledgeable, a meteorologist, but to be a TV personality and speak well and you know, have that look that people want to see on TV. Why not get the plane wave? You know, why not get the plane wave? Because I always see myself I'm on the tail end of this hobby. I'm on the tail end. It's like my sister and her husband are building a giant house on a lake. It's like, wait a minute, later in life, don't you people want to downsize a little bit? And you're upgrading? When you're at the tail end, you kind of just ease out of this. I did see the power of it, but I also saw that it needs a lot of tweaking as well, and I wouldn't be up for that challenge. With the cost of living being so high, says Pete, 100,000 really isn't that much. It's not even a year's salary for most people now. So I'm surprised Brody would have gone so low. That's not even a year's salary anymore. You've seen entry-level positions at 35K. Because it's a custom scope, not a true plane wave. Gotcha. You were thinking of daily account, not a savings account. What's a daily account? Gotcha, Stan. Is that right? Right. 24-inch. Custom. Is anybody anxious to see what the 3i Atlas is going to look like in 2 hours? You know, I don't even do polar alignment when I do solar. I take a best guess. Point it north, and I take a best guess. But when I do that, that's why I babysit my setup. When I'm doing solar, I'm at my desk making corrections with the guiding, with the tracking as I go. You know, so I don't do polar alignment. Yeah. Although that would be smart to do polar alignment the night before. That would make my life easier, but I don't do it. The only difference between this and the 24-inch is the focal length. $113,000. What's the focal length on this one? Did you see it already, what the focal length was? 338 pounds. Wait. Hunter, this is a live stack, by the way. Hunter, you're looking at a live stack. This is a faint object. Here's one image. Oh, you can still see it. But that's the live stack. Oh, F65. Is the focal length the same? I have 165 targets on this. Wait. 165 times 5. Okay, we're up to 13.75 hours on this target. That one is 3,900. Oh, almost 4,000. Wow, very close to the same price. Your Dob is F7, huh? Read your last comment. This is what you need, Chuck. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. That That Delta Rho 350 f3, I think it had 1,000 focal length. That's the one I want. How much money is this one? The mount is 15,000. Portable rolling pure 10,000. Controller 800. Focuser $3,000. Rotator $3,000. Add to cart. What about the telescope itself? 21,000. Okay. Shall we buy it? Shall we do it? Let's add it up. Add to cart. Okay. Let's add up all these pieces here. Select all. We want everything. Add 4 items. Yeah, we're going to buy it right now. View cart. Total, that's not that bad. 26,000. Not bad at all. What can I take off? The cart? Portable rolling pier. I don't need this, right? Oh, wait. Am I looking? Subtotal. Why does it say subtotal 42,000? Oh, that's just a deposit amount. It's $42,000. But I can make a $21,000 deposit. Proceed to checkout. I don't have a credit card that goes that high. None of my credit cards go $21,000. I don't think they do. Place order. That ain't gonna happen. I purposely put a low withdrawal on my debit card. Very low. Because when I take my mom and my sister to the casino, I want to make sure I hit the limit pretty fast. They're like, Chuck, go get me money. Go get me money. It got to the point where I now leave my debit card at home if I take them downtown. the roof closed. My sequence aborted again. The sky doesn't look that bad, actually, though. It doesn't look so bad. Do they say they're going to reopen it again? You could have the plane wave set up for... Oh. But okay. Brody, how come this update on comets never works for MPC? Why doesn't that update ever work? It used to work. I get an error. It works if I choose a different, the JPL. If I say JPL, that works. But not for MPC. But I can still find the atlas with the MPC because, you know, the coordinates are still very accurate. The last time I used it, maybe a week ago, it was still putting it dead center. So it's not like the coordinates are vastly different. They got this thing figured out pretty good. Sorry, guys. I don't know if we're going to do Atlas today. You want me to just leave my rig running and I'll leave and hopefully I can check back later if the roof... Or do you just want me to end the stream and start a new one if the roof comes back? Order the plane wave instead. Do what Brody said. Order the plane wave. I want to go to Discord for a second and see what they're saying about the roof. Humidity threshold reached. Will reopen if it drops. That doesn't sound definite. I want it, but I don't want to spend the money. I'd rather spend it on cocaine. No, I'm kidding. Blackjack and hookers. Yeah, cocaine and hookers. I left out the hooker part. I didn't want to be too bad, but I said cocaine and hookers. I was trying to be nice and just said cocaine. I thought this comedian, he was saying, about homeless people. Why should I give them any money? They're just going to spend it on freaking alcohol and drugs. He's like, that's what I want to spend it on. No, I've already been going on here. It's already been 3.5 hours. And if the roof, I'm already out of gas. If the roof ain't going to be open for a while, I think I'm going to just call it quits, guys. But I might come back later if that roof opens. I'm sure the images from that scope look absolutely amazing. I already know this. But it ain't going to sway me to buy it. It ain't going to sway me. I'm going to see you guys later. And if the roof comes back, if it comes back, I'm going to come back online if I'm awake. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back later if the roof opens. I never said what I had, Brody. You just got to make an assumption that if somebody retired in their mid-40s, he probably has more than 100,000 to live on. He's going to need it to live. But I'll tell you one thing, the bulk of my money is in deferred tax accounts. I can't touch it. I can't touch it. I pay taxes. And I don't want to pay taxes. I'm going to be back online when that roof opens. If it's time to capture the comet. See you later.